Hello everyone, it's me, Tare, and I've decided to do a sketchbook tour. I finished the sketchbook a few days ago, and I've been wanting to share it, so here we go. Here's the first page. I just wanted to put something in the sketchbook, and so I did, and I'm not really that happy with it, but whatever. My goal with the sketchbook was mostly to try out a bunch of different mediums, as in drawing mediums, as in like pencils and stuff, because I don't do watercolor, because I don't know how. I'm a noob. But, you know, I think I got some okay pieces in here. This one's one of my favorites, if you couldn't tell. It's my OC Shayna, and she's from one of my stories called Fool's Game. Here's another character who belongs to that series. It's just some character development. And these are the main 5 characters, who are probably going to show up a few more times. I say that like I don't know what's in here, but yeah, they're gonna show up. Here's some Legend of Zelda stuff, because it's like my favorite video game series, next to Pokemon, because I'm a nerd. Every time I come on this page, I usually get a little bit of stuff on my fingers, so I just wipe it over there, and you can see the history of me just wiping it off. I actually like the way this page came out though, because it's not my usual style. Do you ever have that happen to you, where you draw something, and it's like, kind of nice, but you don't know how you did it, and like you can't come up with it again, and so you're like, how did I do that? And you'll never know. I don't like this page, so we'll move on. There are some smudgy pencil things. This sketchbook tends to like smudge onto the pages, so after this I realized I probably shouldn't put pencil and pencil next to each other, because this used to look like that, and then they kind of like rubbed off on each other, which is okay, because at least I took a picture before that happened. Here's Keith from Voltron. I don't know if anyone here is a fan of that, but I'm kind of a fan. Here's some more sketches. Every time there's a pop of color, it's usually because I feel like there isn't enough color in my sketchbook. Not because I necessarily want to draw something colorful, but because I feel like I have to. I mean, the same thing is true for me with anatomy. I don't really like drawing full bodies, but sometimes I have to, just so that I get practice and stuff like that. But I really love drawing faces, and once I was actually kind of called out on it, I got this one comment on my artwork, and they're like, this artist clearly spends too much time drawing faces because he lacks skills in other areas. And I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm not a guy, stop assuming my gender. And then second of all, I was like, really hurt. I'm like, how could they say something like that? I didn't know my anatomy was that bad. But yeah, so apparently that happened, and after that, I really didn't want to draw full bodies anymore, because when you're bad at something, and someone says you're bad at something, then you're like, what's the point in even drawing it? If I'm not good at it, there are people out there who are better than me. I'll just keep drawing faces. I mean, and another reason that comment got to me so much was because they're completely right. Not because I'm a guy, but because I do spend most of my time drawing faces, if you haven't noticed already. Like, there are probably 2 pages in this entire sketchbook that don't have a person in them. They're just like little plants that I felt like I needed to plant in there. But yeah, so drawing anatomy is quite painful for me right now. Hopefully I'll get over that. I should probably talk more about these sketches, huh? Here's another attempt at a full body because I felt like I had to practice. Here's some Fool's Game characters. I wanted to try realism, because everyone's like, if you want to get good at art, you gotta do realism and learn your fundamentals and stuff. So, I did that. I'm not sure, I think it came out okay, but, I think I messed up his proportions a bit over there. There's some more sketches and doodles. Trying to come up with a cartoonish style. I'll talk more about that later, though. Here's some more Zelda, because I felt like I needed color. And here's another sketch. I feel like my sketchbook maybe is a bit monotonous compared to other sketchbooks. Like, some people's sketchbooks are crazy. I've been looking at them on YouTube, and like every other page literally is, you know, a full-blown piece of art. I'm like, yo, that's not a sketchbook, that's an art book? Oh, thanks. And yeah, and then there are things like this that are in my sketchbook. I see a lot of YouTubers, they're like, you should put in sticky notes to cover up your mistakes. And I'm like, I'm not trying to cover my entire sketchbook in sticky notes, though. I make a lot of mistakes. When it's pencil, you can't tell because I can just erase them. But otherwise, I'll just like draw the same line again and again until it's, you know, okay. Oh, this is when Inktober started. This is, even though it's one of my first Inktober drawings, it's still one of my favorites because it's everything that I'm better at drawing. I mean, I'm not saying I'm good at drawing, like, well or anything. It's just that I'm better at drawing people facing left, I'm better at drawing females, and so that's exactly what this picture is. And then there are some things I find more difficult, like drawing guys facing the right, or drawing anyone facing the right, for that matter. I sketched these as I was commuting to university. I don't study art. I kind of wish I did, but it's okay. I'll get over it. I mean, I already have my comic as a side project, so it's not like I'm completely lost in art. I was taking some requests in Inktober, and one of my friends requested a fat Halloween Pikachu. So I painted this again, which you can see here because I liked it a lot. And then I put it in a drawer because I don't know what else to do with my paintings. Here's Bakugo, I think, from Boku no Hero. Boku no something. I've seen, I'm like, it sounds like I haven't seen it, but I have seen most of it. It's a really good anime, actually. I haven't read the manga, though. So here are some more sketches and things. Starting to use references, because I'm like, gotta work on my anatomy, right? I'm not a fan of using references, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, here's another non-human page. Oh, that means there are actually 3 non-human pages in here. I'm so proud of myself. Here, I had a dream, like, literally, and we had, like, these things that would make us kind of, you would have something in your hand, and you would press it, and then you could, like, fly around on it. But I realized that if that was real in real life, and you, like, had these rocket things coming out of your hands, you would probably lose your hands, because they would just, like, fly off or something. I'm like, that can't work, so I changed them to rocket shoes, and now I'm kind of creating a cast of characters for that. And I really want to work on it, but I should probably finish Fool's Game first. More sketches. Some more sketches. Like, I don't know what you were expecting. It's called a sketchbook, okay? See, I feel like this page really represents me a lot, and my hate for drawing anatomy, because literally I have the room to draw, you know, their bodies and stuff, but I just refuse to do it. See, I mean, I corrected the mistake here. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll draw the body, but that's one of my kind of big issues right now. I mean, you know, you can't be good at everything. You can be good at no things. Never mind, okay. So here I was given a request to draw a gender-bent Disney princess. So I tried gender-bending Ariel into this guy, and Rapunzel into this dude, and Jasmine into this guy as well, which is weird because I feel like I know someone who looks like that, and that just made me uncomfortable. So out of these designs, I picked this one as the one that I was going to do, and it turned out like this. And I don't know how sharp you are, but if you're sharp, then you'll have realized there's washi tape on the sides covering up an error because I totally messed up his anatomy. I mean, there are ways of covering up mistakes. I decided not to do the sticky note, because maybe that would be a little bit too obvious. But yeah, this person wasn't supposed to turn out pink. I mean, they were obviously supposed to turn out some shade of pink, but not like pink-skinned, completely purplish pink. Yeah, I mean, I make a lot of mistakes in the sketchbook, especially with coloring, because I have a lot of difficulty picking the right colors and stuff. I'm sure I'm not the only one in that. Here's that character from earlier. You know what happened when I showed this to my sister? She was like, hey, you know what that kind of reminds me of? And I'm like, what? And she's like, Caillou. I'm like, no. So yeah, that kind of stunk. But, you know, it's not for kids, okay? Here's my friend's OC. And my OC. And then here's them. Wait, no, not yet. And then here's, no, not here yet either. Where's that picture? Those two OCs. Okay, here's them romancing. I mean, it's not very romantic. They're just looking at each other. This is actually a self-portrait. I literally came home from school one day, and then I got in bed and played Pokemon, and then I fell asleep. Then I woke up and it was 12 o'clock and I was so confused. I'm like, what have I done? So then I had to get up and work. It's pretty sad. These styles are very weird to me. Like, I think they're nice styles, but I don't know if I could do them again. It's so weird. These styles are so confusing. If you haven't noticed, I've been trying to, trying out different styles and stuff. I haven't quite settled on one yet. I know it's going to be something like this for now. Yeah. Oh, I was very proud of this picture. Not because of the picture itself, but because I do the character again, and it looks like the same character. I have difficulty with drawing characters consistently, and I'm sure some of you guys do too, if you draw. I'm not sure how many people watching this. Actually, I don't know if anyone is watching this, but if there are people watching this, I don't know how many of you actually draw yourselves. Probably like 90% of you. I mean, assuming there are 10 people watching this, which probably aren't. Here's a landscape thing. I'm not very good at landscapes, so I also try not to draw those. I mean, I don't like actively try not to draw them, I just end up avoiding them, and it's not a good habit. Oh, this day I got these new pens from Sears because it's shutting down in Canada, and so I bought a bunch of them because they're so pretty. But I'm so worried because after a while they're just gonna be gone, and I'll never be able to find those pens again. That's why I had to stock up on like 7 of them. But the sales are kind of increasing because they're going out of business and nobody's buying their pens except me. So I'm hoping the sales are going to increase to like 50% off or 75% off, and then I could get them for like 25 cents each. That would be pretty great. Just some more sketches and stuff. At this point, I was like really eager to finish the sketchbook. Because, when you're really close, you kind of just want to rush through it. And so I tried, but you can see that the gap increased between the days. Usually it's 1 or 2 days between drawings. Here it's 3. Wow. So clearly I was quite busy with schoolwork because I go to school, unfortunately. That sounds so unthankful. No, like, I am grateful I go to school. It's just, I wish I was doing art or something fun and creative. Yeah. Here is the end of my sketchbook. Yeah! I hope you enjoyed. Like I was saying earlier, I pointed out some picture and I'm like, I'll talk about this at the end. This is basically a brief channel update. I have no idea what I'm doing with this channel. Like, I want it to be art, I also want it to be animation, I also want to do animation storytelling, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I just want to do all of them. But I know people who are interested in one thing aren't necessarily going to be interested in the others. And like posting this, I'm already expecting some people to be like, this isn't what I signed up for, unsubscribe. And I'm like, that's fine. It's just like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what to do. I'm so confused and conflicted. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the sketchbook tour, and thanks for making it all the way through. Maybe I'll make a video like this with my next sketchbook, which I got from the dollar store. This one was from a friend, so it's a nice sketchbook. But yeah, thanks for watching, and bye!